Kia ora and welcome along to the Met Service National Forecast for today, Monday the 27th of March. Now, as we head through this afternoon, we have still got the chance of some showers pushing across the northern parts of the country, and it could be one or two heavy ones there, perhaps even the odd rumble of thunder. But you can see on the satellite charts, there's still plenty of clear sky down across the South Island. Just waiting in the wings, though, this next front. That's going to set to run up and across us as we head in towards Tuesday, bringing with it the chance of some rainfall, some snowfall about the higher ground of parts of Otago and up in towards Canterbury, and also the return of some much colder air as we head through this week. Now, as we go through next afternoon or so, next couple of hours, we will find there are just these showers across the north island. Like I say, one or two heavy bursts there, perhaps in the odd rumble of thunder through the likes of, say, the central parts of the north island and across towards parts of northern Hawke's Bay and southern parts of Gisborne. But we are going to keep a close eye on that, and also this next front pushing up from the south. You can see by the end of the day that wet weather feeds in towards Fiordland and Southland, and we have also got some severe heavy rain watches in place for those areas as we head towards the end of the day today. As we head in towards Tuesday, this front continues to move north. As you can see behind it, southerly winds, that cold air, some snowfall about the higher ground. The rain moves on towards the north island as we head through the daytime, but does improve, at least in terms of weather. Behind it, however, it will still be pretty cold, and we still get these stronger southerly winds, perhaps even gales in the most exposed areas through parts of, say, Banks Peninsula and up towards that Wellington, Wairarapa kind of area. So it will be a windy story behind it, and really will feel cold, not just across the south island, but even on the north island, we've got some cold temperatures to come. As I say, we have got some severe weather watches in place. Now, for the likes of, say, Fiordland and the ranges of Westland, those watches are really for this afternoon, Monday in towards Tuesday, with that heavy rainfall coming in as we go through the next day or so. And for the likes of, say, Southland and the Queenstown Lakes area, those watches are for the first part of Tuesday. So for Tuesday morning more than anything else, particularly rainfall for the likes of, say, Southland. But as we get towards the middle part of the day, the first part of the day, sorry, for the likes of the Queenstown Lakes area, we could find that rain turn to snow above 500 metres and the heaviest snowfall above 700 metres. Now, that's still quite high up, but it is enough to impact some of those road snowfall areas. So places like the Lewis Pass, Porters Pass, Linders Pass, and also that Crown Range Road, we have got some road snowfall warnings out for those various times through the daytime on Tuesday. Head along to the Met Service website for more information about that, and do be aware that we have got a real change in the weather, a real change in those temperatures as we head in towards Tuesday. It's not just the wet weather and the cold weather, we've also got some strong winds to watch out for, especially around those exposed parts of the South Island, for the likes of, say, Banks Peninsula and those coastal parts of Marlborough, up in towards the Sounds as well, and even across in towards Wellington as well. Those southerly winds really picking up. Exposed places could find their winds reaching up towards gales or even gusts of around about 90 kilometres an hour. So it could be a rather blustery story as we head through in towards Tuesday as well, as that front clears away, perhaps with some heavier bursts of rainfall as well, around the likes of, say, Wellington and Wairarapa around the middle part of the day. So plenty happening as we go through in towards Tuesday. For the far northern parts of the country, though, they don't fare too badly to start. They will find some showers pushing up and across us, and as we head in towards the afternoon, as these fronts edge further north, more cloud, and those showers become a little bit more frequent as well, especially around this eastern side of the country. We can see even out towards that far western side, we'll find more showers as we head towards the end of the day, even up towards Auckland. Some more showers as we head in towards the evening time, and top temperatures here 21 degrees Celsius. It's worth saying, as we head through the night time, Tuesday in towards Wednesday, this front continues to move northwards. Behind it, there's that cold air. So look at our nighttime temperatures, like to say Taupo, 4 degrees Celsius, a really cold night as we head through in towards the early hours of Wednesday. And that's really a theme, I think, over the next few nights. As we head down towards the likes of, say, the southern parts of the North Island, we'll find this front moving towards us as we head towards that middle part of the day. Around about lunchtime, these showers making their way in towards the likes of, say, Wellington. The Kapiti Coast staying pretty cloudy through the daytime, and those showers or perhaps some longer spells of rain, and could well be some heavier bursts as well. The winds turn from these northwesterlies around to be more of a southerly with this front, and that's going to make it feel a fair bit colder as well, and those winds are really ramping up too. We have got that severe weather watch out for those winds around the likes of Wellington as we head in towards, say, the afternoon. So you can see this front continues to move northwards, some heavy falls to watch out for as it moves up and across the lower part of the North Island. Behind it, those strong southerlies, perhaps even gales around the coast. So worth keeping that in mind, and those winds will make it feel a fair bit colder as well. Overnight, our temperatures really will drop away pretty quickly. I think lows back down to around about 5 degrees Celsius through parts of Wairarapa. And if you're in that wind as well, it will make it feel a fair bit colder as well. But you can see that the worst of the rainfall clears away as we head in towards the evening time. For the South Island, again, we're watching this southerly change making its way up the country. Behind it, that cold air, you can see the return of snowfall down through parts of the Canterbury High Country, down to around about 600 or 700 metres through there. So I think that is going to be still up in the high country more than anything else. But that cold air, even down towards the lower parts, it will make it feel pretty cold indeed. The strongest winds are around places like Banksminster. You can see those southerlies pushing through there. Top temperatures during the day, highs around about 16 degrees Celsius, but in that wind it will feel much colder indeed. As we head in towards the afternoon, you can see the showers start to clear away from the likes of, say, Canterbury, particularly down that western coast. A much more improving story through there, but we'll find, I think, just takes its time to clear away from the likes of Marlborough, and those winds still pretty strong around the Marlborough Sounds. It's worth saying that although the weather does improve quite dramatically down that western coast, do keep an eye out for some southeasterly winds in towards Greymouth to end the day. It could be a rather blustery story for you as well, but not quite as strong as we'll see around the likes of Banksminster, where they'll get the real brunt of those strong southerlies. Now we have got those watches in place as well for the rainfall and the snow down across parts of the far southern parts of New Zealand. Particularly for that morning time, you can see as we head towards the afternoon, the worst of the showers clear away. Still a few showers being pushed in on these southerlies, and still with that cold air as we head in towards the afternoon. But generally the afternoon is a lot brighter and better, but we'll keep hold of those cold temperatures. Top temperatures in Queenstown, 13 degrees Celsius. Clear skies as we head in towards the night time, and it will be a cold night. Overnight temperatures back down to about 1 degree Celsius through there, quite widely through likes of, say, central Otago. Temperatures around about 1 or 2 degrees, so a really chilly, cold night as we head through towards the early hours of Wednesday morning. And even around the coast, we're looking at temperatures pretty low indeed. Invercargill there, 2 degrees Celsius as we head through towards that first part of the day on Wednesday. Really cold, and I think it will be still be a case of a few showers possible around the coastal parts as we go through that first part of the night. As we head on in towards Wednesday, low pressure continues to move away out towards the Chatham Islands. You can see generally the weather gets better down that western side of both sides of the island. We'll keep more cloud on this eastern coast, and I think some showers to watch out for. We'll also find that cold air is with us, so another cold night as we head through in towards that first part of Wednesday, and Wednesday night to Thursday, cold temperatures as well. It's worth saying out towards the east, that low pressure, it sits over the likes of, say, the Chatham Islands. Really unsettled story there as we head through the next few days. Strong winds and some heavy rainfall. Worth keeping an eye on the forecast for you guys as well. But I think we are going to find over the next few days, for many of us, it's a real case of grabbing those extra layers as the temperature really drops away. That's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.